Hello, welcome back to Car Chat TV. My name's Oliver, and in today's episode I want to talk to you about the best car leasing deals that I found so far this August. I'm going to start with the Nissan Ariya. This is an awesome car. It's the four-wheel drive version as well as the e-Force, and look, £299.76. All these car leasing deals I've found that are under £300. I think that just makes it a little bit more affordable, and I've found some great value in these picks. I've had this car, I've driven this car to Le Mans and back, done so many miles in this Nissan Ariya. It's such an incredible car, really bougie inside as well, some cool features. And look at this, if I go literally on the side and look through the trim levels, it's the Advance. So the lowest one's the Engage, but the Advance, you still get good wheels. If you get the Evolve, you get bigger wheels, and Evolve Plus, even bigger wheels, 20-inch real wheels on those. But I don't think you need it. Advance is one to get. Now this one has got 5k miles up front. It's a 2-year deal, so remember that's 10,000 miles that you're playing with. So you could do 8,000 in 1 year, 2,000 in the next. I know it doesn't give you much, but know that don't get 5k miles and go, oh, I can't do it, because after 2 years they're expecting 10,000 miles. So you've got a bit of play, but you can also obviously add more miles. But here, if you add 8,000 miles, it's £32 per month more. And then 10,000 is another £53. What I would do is I'd go for the 5. Try and limit the miles if you can use your partner's car or someone else's. And if you can ring up and get a bolt-on, just like your mobile, try and get a bolt-on pack to see if you're going to go over your miles. Or just pay the penalty payment, because it might be like, 13p a mile or something, or penalty payment, if you're going to go over those mileage. If you don't, and you want to pay for more, that's still quite a bit of money, isn't it? Sort of £32 a month more, just for 8,000 miles, 3,000 miles more. Anyway, you can change the upfront cost. You could do a month upfront. That will change £368 a month you're going to be paying there. So if you want to do 9 months upfront, £271. But I think 6 months works out all right, £1,798. Anyway, let's check out the price history, because you can see that this is why I love Lease Loco. No other leasing website, I believe, has a price history chart. So it really gives you, the consumer, a great understanding of how much this deal is and what it's been over the last year. So look, over the last year, 16th of October last year, £647. It dipped a bit, 355. It dipped a bit, 285, and now we can pick it up for just under £300. I think if you can get one of these for under £300, it's actually the e-Force 4-wheel drive model. You're still getting 320 miles of range on an electric vehicle. It's decent, and you're saving £688 compared to a PCP. Brilliant. Nissan Ariya. What do you think about that pick, guys? Okay, this one stood out to me. I've got to admit, I'm not a massive Peugeot lover, but I think the way they're styling their new cars with their design language and their wheels, I had to go in the new, I believe it was E3008, and it looked good. And I saw this, and in red, because they normally have all their cars in promotional blue and aquamarine, but this red looks very good. And it's £179, 21 pence per month. It is 5k miles up front, but we can edit that. So 2-year deal, so you've got 10,000 miles to play with, and look, 3,000 miles more, it's only £13. So if I stick it on 8,000 miles, that gives me 16,000 miles over my term to play with, which means I could do 10,000 miles 1 year, 6,000 miles 2nd year. I think that's some good miles right there. That takes it up to 192, still under my £300 target, which I want. And factory order as well, so I can actually order it from factory and get it in this red, because I love this red, whatever it is, it looks good. And in stock's £12 more, no thanks. And then you can change, your leasing term. Everything looks all right there. 2,300 up front. That's a bit much, but if I did 1.9, 6 months, it's still pretty affordable. But let's leave it on that, because I like to keep it as cheap as possible. All right, so it's the petrol version. 536 litres of boot space. That's decent. That's bigger than the Nissan Qashqai, and you've got 41 mpg That's okay. I'd like it to be a bit bigger. It's the GT line as well. Let's have a look at the price history on this one. Wow, look at that drop. Look at that drop there. So, back in September, let's get it a year ago. August, £458. Now, £458. Now we're picking it up at 192.80. That's pretty decent. I like that. And again, saving of £416 or £417 compared to a PCP deal. I think this car looks. Look at. I tell you what, in red. That's nice. Can I? Oh, there's interior. So with the interior of the Peugeots, this is where I feel a little bit let down. Some of their buttons, for me, I don't get on board with them as well as I do other brands. But I've got to admit, they're starting to make some really good looking cars. And the small steering wheel, I actually don't mind that much. But there's a little bit of a under the bonnet, a little bit of a quick look. That looks good. That's a good looking car. Let me know what you think about that. I just love how cheap it is. The Qashqai is the Nissan Qashqai. It's everywhere at the moment, and it's just been found out by the SMMT numbers. They've released the top 3 most popular cars that are selling at the moment is the Sportage, the Qashqai is in second, and the Puma is third. So the Qashqai has actually overtaken the Puma, because it was Puma first, then Qashqai, I think. Anyway, that's the numbers now. A Qashqai for under £200. It's the hybrid version. So that means it's the e-power version, which I've had. I've done the review on the new Nissan Qashqai. Said that weird. And I've got actually another Qashqai video coming out. I've got so many videos on the Qashqai. The e-power system is super smooth and comfortable. And it is one of the main reasons why the Qashqai is so popular. And families are buying it. And good boot space, over 500 litres. MPG 54.3 as well. But look at this. What a centre premium. Brilliant. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably go up to, can I get that to under 200? N connector? 226. Because with the N connector, you're going to get better. I think you've got integrated Google on the N connector and the new software on the infotainment, where the centre premium might not have it. So I would probably push it up to the N connector there. Still keeps it under £300. It's up to you whether you'd want that extra tech for £30 a month. Let's see, we've got 5,000 miles. Let's have a little look as to play with. There's a 2-year deal, so we've got 10,000 miles overall to play with. £21 more for 8,000 miles. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. If I get to the end of my 2-year term, like I say, and I need more miles, I'll either pay the penalty payment per mile, or I'll try and get a bolt on, because I think that's probably the best to keep my deal as cheap as possible. In stock, I'd have to ring up, see what colour that is. I don't mind that grey. That grey's kind of cool. Reminds me of the Nardo grey from Audi. There's a lot of these trendy greys out there now, which kind of look like a primer, as if like the colour that goes on before you put your other colour. But I actually like that, especially when there's no chrome. All right, it's not the N design. That's the new one with the colour-coded bumpers. So I believe you will. This must be the new Qashqai, even though they've got the old image here for the Qashqai. But this will be the new one, because you can only get the N design on the new one. Front wheel drive, yeah, absolutely fine. No upgrades, minus £2, or a glass roof. You'd pay the £2 more and have the glass roof, wouldn't you? So let's have a little look at the price history. Pretty smooth. Qashqai's pretty good to do, you know. Qashqai's pretty good to do. So a year ago, 274 to now, which is 226. You're saving, or 225. You're saving some money here. That's why I love the price history. That gives you great peace of mind. That's why I love Lease Loco. Who loves the price history chart? Let me know. Okay, now some of you might not want MG badge on your car, but if you're someone that you're not that fussed about badge snobbery, you can get a lot of car with the MG HS under £250. Again, under that thing. My target, I wanted to find under £300 cars today in August. It's the petrol plug-in hybrid. You're going to get really good miles out of this, because I had this car for a week and I was just so impressed with how efficient it was. I mean, it says here 155.8 mpg. That's a bit of a push. Still got some grunt. 7.1 seconds isn't too shabby for a bigger car. 448 litres. It's not the biggest boot, but it's going to save you a lot on efficiency wise. It's the SE trim, still get a load of stuff there, leather style upholstery. I don't think you need to be pushing into the trophy extra £26, but that's just me. If you want those extra bits, you can do that. Now let's go to edit. It's already got, I love this, it's already got 10k miles, so you've got 20,000 miles to play with in 2 years after the term ends. So that's 10k miles. That's why I like this deal, because it already starts with a good level of mileage. Right, let's have a little look at the gallery on this. Not too bad. They kind of made the lights a little bit sharper. I think they could have gone a little bit more with that, made it look a little bit more like the MG4, but they are getting better. And you know what, I think that's a car that just doesn't offend anyone. Inside, yeah, it looks a bit cheap and dated with the infotainment, but the digital cluster looks good. The little red start-stop button on the wheel looks good. And you know what? The seats are comfortable. I think you're going to be really pleasantly surprised with the interior. I really love the car. I know some people have their problems with MG. But anyway, price history chart. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. Look at the drop. And this is why I love leasing deals, because you can get yourself an absolute bargain. Because when you look at the price history chart, you can see how much money is dropped. So last year, £467. This year, 247. So to me that says it's a good time to lease. Good time to lease for this car. 10k miles, 250 quid. It's plug-in hybrid as well, so you're going to get loads of savings for your money. Good value. £383 compared to a PCP. Guys, I'd really love to know what you think about the MG HS or the MG brand. Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to have a chat with you guys about whether you think they're good cars. I do not think you can go wrong with a Golf 1.5 TSI. This car will do everything you need. It's going to be fun to drive. It's going to feel comfortable. You're going to have good tech. I just love these hatchbacks. Whether you get a Golf, an Audi A3, a Seat Leon or a Cupra Leon, these cars are just fab. Good boot space. Get your golf clubs in there. And look, fuel consumption, 48.7 mpg, and it's under 200 quid. It's under 200 quid, and this car will do everything for you. You've got a German badge as well for those that care about it. If you really want to go up, give yourself automatic. I might do that for plus £79 rather than have a manual. But again, if you're someone that loves to use a manual, save a bit of fuel, you know the old stick it in neutral, let it roll down the hill. Shh, I know you're not supposed to do it, but come on, we do it. We do it. We're tired people in this time and age. We need to save money. R-Line style, there you go. You can choose the trim levels, but let's go to the term. Comes with 8k miles. Awesome. Already. You can change the term there, see how much it is, upfront payment. I'm going to leave it on 2k, 2.3k. I'm going to leave it on 8k. I love that to get 10k is £12 more, which is good. I like that. That's pretty affordable. I'm going to leave it on 8. 16,000 miles in 2 years. I just think that's such a good deal. Let's go into the price history and see what we've got. Look at that. Falling. Last year it's fallen. What was the price last year? I can't see that. 460 quid for a Golf per month. What? Tell you what. I think if you can get a brand new Golf for £195 a month with 8,000 miles and that upfront payment, it's such a decent car. I don't think you're going to be able to beat a deal like that, because it's a good brand. It can do everything. It's going to feel good. You can take it on spirited drives. It's going to be brilliant. The only question for me would be, do I get automatic or not? I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. There are some leasing ideas. I think they're the best ones I've seen so far that have stood out to me. I would love to know your thoughts on what you think of those deals. I will put links to all of those deals below in the comments below, so you can click it and just go direct to the website Lease Loco. Please let me know in the comments what you're looking for, and I can do a video on the best cars that you want to lease from the ones you've put in the comments. I'm doing these videos. I really want to help everyone out there that, you know, looking for lease deals, and hopefully it did help someone. Anyway, I don't want to waffle on too much. Thank you ever so much for giving this video the time of day. I appreciate it. Throw me a like if you like the video. Get a sub to Car Chat TV, and I will see you all on the next one. If you've made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. I've just popped up 2 more videos on your screen that you also may like. If you do watch one, let me know what you think.